Well, hello, welcome to Kevin's Creations. I'm your host, Kevin. This is Geektopia Island.
Hi, I'm William.
And we're going to be going over a new Force of Will deck that we got today.
Now, with every Force of Will deck we need to start with the ruler here. And looks like we have Gill Lapis here.
Gill Lapis, the Usurper of Truth. He's definitely a dude.
Yeah, he looks pretty fancy.
Okay, so he's red-black, and his Judgement is 8. But he Judgments for mostly 2 most of the time in this deck.
Yes, and why is that, Kevin?
Well, it's one of the utility cards that goes with him, but let's cover him first.
Of course.
And then we'll get to what helps him out. So he's got Energized for red and a black, and for those that don't know, like you get a little coin at the start of the turn.
Yep.
Start of the game. That's either used for red or black mana. If you go second, only if you go second. His main ability that he's got on the front side is you pay 0, you target a card, a permanent, and if it goes to the graveyard, you can remove it from the game instead. That's his whole purpose.
Nice.
He wants things gone from the game because he Judgments for 8, and it's 1 less for each card removed from the game.
Yeah, and with spells and attacking creatures, you can guarantee that it'll work out.
You get to guarantee there's going to be cards in the remove zone with him.
Okay. And
so when he Judgments, he flips into a 10/10, and he's got a multitude of abilities.
yes.
First and foremost, he can pay 0. You can put a card back from the remove zone into their graveyard, and he gains either swiftness, or flying, or precision, or first strike.
So almost all the keywords of Force of Will.
Yeah, and you can do that 0 ability multiple times to give him multiple abilities.
Nice.
The big thing that he gets to do on his backside, though, is say pay X, and you get to put any card from the target card from the remove zone into play into your field, or play it.
Yeah,
If it's a spell, you can do it once per turn. Your turn, my turn, so forth, so on. So if they have an instant, you get to play an instant.
Nice.
Everything still triggers as per timing. So if it's a creature, it has to be played on your turn.
Of course. Now, with that, do you pay the mana? Tap any stones for...
They're any color. I just got to pay the cost.
Oh,
so if
nice.
it costs 5, I pay 5. If it costs 2, I pay 2.
See, no downside to that at all.
Yeah, and his final ability on his backside is pay a red and a black, put 2 cards on bottom of the remove zone on the bottom of their deck, and you destroy target Resonator. So he gets to protect himself and gets to steal their dudes.
Yeah, and with him flipping so cheaply, you know you're going to have extra mana just to immediately plow someone.
He does flip cheaply, but it's usually not till like turn 6 or 7 or even later. So
of course,
that's his downside.
Now, well, it looks like it helps him out the most to be able to flip pretty cheap, called Barrier Seal.
Barrier Seal is the card that helps him the most. Usually like to drop that by turn 2, because when I get that turn 2, it stops all kinds of things.
Yes.
That card alone stops a lot of things in the meta right now. It removes any card that gets put into the graveyard from play, and it'll remove any card that's already in the graveyard on both sides.
So it immediately has value as soon as you play
immediately comes into play, removes everything. Anything future gets put in, removed anything. So it starts to give Gill a free way to flip.
Nice. Now, with that being the cornerstone, let's go ahead and get to the creatures here. First one, of course, is Abdul. So every deck should pretty much have this guy.
If you're running black and you're a control deck, Abdul he's your go-to 2-drop. He's a 6/6, and he just has a flat ability that says creatures that come into play don't trigger their abilities.
Nice. And with that, I guess against the meta, that's pretty much all the other decks, correct?
Everything that is worthwhile right now just gets stopped by that guy.
Nice. Okay, next, Viola.
Viola, it's the one that's the dragon. There's multiple Violas, but she's a 4-drop. She's a 9/9 with flying and haste and swiftness. And when she comes into play, or when she attacks, you get to destroy a target creature at random. Not target. It just chooses a random creature.
Yeah, and with it not targeting, then you don't have to worry about barrier.
Yeah, I get around barrier, get around all of that stuff.
No trixies for the player. Then.
I mean, it does hit my dudes too, so there's a little give and take to it. But I'll take that any day if I get to kill a barrier dude.
Exactly. Now with the next creature, Ryula, correct?
Yeah, Ryula was actually her sister in the story.
Oh, nice.
Is fun in the same regard, but she's there for the main reason to heal my ruler. So if my ruler dies, he can come back from Astral and then go back to being able to Judgement.
Yeah.
And every time I get Judgement with my ruler, I usually win.
Yeah, because when the ruler does die, it has, as you said, an astral counter on it.
Yeah.
And you just play her and it gets rid of it.
Yeah,
Done.
it heals him back so I can do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Create some more mayhem with him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, it looks like we have Dark Riding Hood. Now, this little lady here has a wall of text to her. Hopefully, most of it's relevant to you.
Oh, yes. It's got a lot of relative points. She's a 3-drop. She's a 7/8. The less life you have, the better she gets.
Okay, awesome.
The main thing I need her to do, though, is shoot something for 2 and gain 2 life.
Nice.
And then if she has 20 or less, if you have 20 or less life, she gains Death Touch, which Death Touch is, if it hits a creature, it dies.
Just straight up.
So that's the biggest reason I use her in the deck.
And it looks like for you to be able to shoot, you have to swing, correct?
Yeah. Whenever she attacks, shoot something for 2, gain 2 life.
Sounds great. Now, the big one of the deck here, Valentina.
Yeah, Valentina, the Twilight Passion. She is a 9/9 for 4 mana. She comes into play, she gets to remove a 2-drop just from the game.
Straight up helps Gill too.
Yeah. Already removes things from the game, and then she can pay 0 just like the ruler can. Put a card on bottom from the remove zone, she gains either swiftness or precision.
Okay, sounds awesome.
And you can do it multiple times to get both abilities.
Yeah.
And then her final ability is pay 0, put 3 cards on bottom from the remove zone, and she gets +5/+5. And that's, you can do it as many times as you have cards removed. So,
so
you can one-shot somebody pretty relatively easy with barriers here.
Yeah, of course, because everything will be removed. You just empty out the remove zone and bam, swing.
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, you can do it as soon as she gets played, right?
Yeah,
With
as soon
swiftness.
as she comes into play, I can give her swiftness, swing, and then pump her all I need.
Sounds like an awesome win condition there.
She's fantastic.
Now, it looks like the next guy, Gill Lapis here, the creature, is a very awesome utility creature you have.
He's one of my best utility guys in the deck. He's a 3-drop, 6/7. He has base precision, and he gets bigger for Willa's spare dudes, which I only have Ryula, but it's not a huge thing.
Nice.
But the main reason I use him is he comes into play, and you get to go search for a 1-drop, either a black or a white card.
And it looks like you have a plethora of those.
I have a plethora of choices to go get with him.
All right.
So for his utility, I have the first card that everyone that runs with him is Heteroclite Excalibur.
Yeah.
It's 1 black, remove target creature from the game, you lose 5 life. Oh, fun fact I forgot to mention about Gill, if a card you control makes you lose life,
Yeah.
you don't lose that life.
Oh, so, for 1 black, just kill anything you want.
Yeah.
Don't have to lose a life.
Yeah, and it removes it from the game, so it helps out Gill.
Sounds like
in
a
the long
hefty
run.
bonus.
Yeah,
for
it's
him.
pretty good.
Yeah.
The second card I can go get with him is a Lethal Arrow. It's one of the newer editions, but it's a quick cast 1-drop, kill target damage dude.
Okay.
So
awesome.
for it's got synergy with Dark Riding Hood, so if I shoot something for 2, I can pay 1 black and kill it.
And just kill it straight up. Nice.
The other card I've added in that I really enjoy playing with is Dreams of Flight for 1 mana. That card is a Curse the Frozen Casket card. It's 1 mana, quick cast Remnant.
Yep.
You force roll, and then target dude gains flying and plus whatever that force dice is. And
so no negatives to that, even with the luck of the dice.
I mean, like, the luck of the dice is the lowest, is the most negative thing you get, but most of the time I usually give Valentina flying and then just one-shot somebody.
Just win the game. Done.
Yeah. And the last utility card that he gets is the Final Battle. It's 1 mana to go search it up, but it's actually a 1 and X. So
what does the X cost for you?
the X cost is you can either pay life for it or you can pay mana. Or
Okay.
pay will to it. You pay 2 life to make 1 mana, or you can pay mana. So
Yep.
you want to make it 8, you can pay 4 life or whatever. You pay 2 life per to make it 8.
And what happens when you pay all that? life and mana?
So when you get the X where you need it to be,
Yeah.
your opponent's creatures, all their stuff, J Resonators get -X/-X.
And as you can hear, the key phrase there is your opponent's creatures. So you can have a full board. They have a full board. Now you're winning because now they're
not
all gone.
anymore. That's the final card that the creature Gill Lapis goes and gets, and it is a very strong card in this format right now.
So thank you, Gill Lapis, for helping us out there. Now I guess we'll go to the spells here. The first one we have is Swirling Demon Dimension. The art on this is pretty amazing, and the name as well.
Yeah, it is one of Gill's cards from the when he came out, but it is 3-drop, quick cast. It just straight removes a creature from the game.
Sounds good.
You're out of my game. I'm done with you.
Good cost, instant speed. It's all good. Now, the next spell that we have is Unending Hatred here.
Mm-hmm. So, per storyline, Alice and Gill don't like each other.
Okay, I see.
But that card is 2 mana, and you get to either look at their hand and remove a card from it, which is super strong, or you get to kill all 1-drops in play. Either way, you're winning. There's a lot of relative 1-drops like Little Red and
a lot of utility creatures that are 1-drops, right?
And all the little mana dorks. It's such a good card for what it does.
That sounds awesome. So, of course, against control, maybe late game, you take out their stuff. Mm-hmm. Against aggro, the board's gone.
And the other fun fact is if you have a red dude and a black dude, or you can do both.
Yes.
You can choose both at the same time. So.
And now with multicolored creatures, they only count as 1.
That is correct. Well. That is correct.
All right. The next spell here, Moon in the Mist.
It's a new card I put in.
Yeah.
It's done some goods for me so far.
Yes.
It is a 4-drop quick cast, destroy target resonator, and you get a mystery counter on your ruler.
Now that only works with one of the other creatures that you have, correct? Yeah. But it's very rare.
It's very rare for me to ever get the use off of my Dark Riding Hood, and I only get 1 because I can't get that card back.
So then there you go. Next spell. It looks very pretty here. Crimson Ray.
Crimson Ray is 2 mana, deal 6, gain 6. It's an instant. It's easy as that.
I mean, to me that sounds very overpowered.
It's super good. It shoots something early,
yeah,
or it gets there at the late game because it can hit a creature or a player.
Yeah.
So you can shoot anything you need to.
And you can do end of turn, give you that life
Yeah,
buff.
it gives you that buffer, and the 6 life buffer is real nice for when you're using your life for final battle.
Oh yeah,
or Excalibur. So
awesome. Now with the next one, we have Crimson Sanction.
Crimson Sanction is it's a 1-drop red spell.
Yep.
There's many times I wish I could search for it with Gill, but sadly you cannot.
Because it is a red card, not a black or white.
It is 1 mana, deal 4 to target J/Resonator, or if you have Seal of 5, you can deal 7.
And now, what is Seal for us?
Seal is if you have 5 lands, then Seal is unlocked.
Okay,
yeah,
that's awesome.
You get that half of the card. Many games I've won on the back of just burning somebody for 7 with that card.
It sounds. That's almost like 1/3 of your life, pretty much.
Yeah,
almost.
Oh yeah.
Now the next spell here is Lumia's Judgment, and depending on the picture here, they're going back to back.
Yeah, Lumia's Judgment is it's my get out of free jail card, really. Nice. It's when the things get out of hand and I need them to slow down because I'm playing a control deck, so it's what I got to do.
Of course.
Red, white, and X. Remove X things from the game. Like anything X or less, it gets removed from the game. My dudes, their dudes, their additions, my additions.
Yeah, and even if get out of jail free card, it does it. Now Gill's way less.
Yeah,
for the next
Gil
turn.
costs less for me to flip.
Heck
so
yeah.
it's worth it in the long run. Yeah, I removed my barrier seal, but by that time I've already used it.
Yeah, exactly, and you might just win the game anyway.
Yeah.
All right, next card here is Release.
Release is a 2-drop spell. It allows me to get back my cards that I removed myself. So with Barrier Seal removing my cards as well,
yeah,
I could still get my cards. It's like a tutor for my cards removed. So.
Nice. And it's a little combo with the Judgment here as well.
Yeah, anything that gets removed, I could just get it back.
Okay, that's awesome. Last but not least, we have Erasure here.
Erasure is my new, I guess, spell for Black Moonbeam. It's nowhere near the same power level, but for 4 mana, destroy target permanent. It kills pretty much anything that's not a land. So
if they flip their ruler, then that's at least what you have to get rid of.
That's the main board way to get rid of a ruler.
Gotcha. Now every deck, of course, needs some stones. I see with it being 3 colors. What are your stones, sir?
Well, my stones. It took me a second to figure out how to work them, but everything in my deck, I need black almost always. So every one of my stones adds a black. I just have to get a different color if I need it.
Gotcha.
But I've got 4 of the Magic Stone of the Ebon Home, or the Gill Lapis Stone. It comes into play and removes a card from the game.
Done.
From the top
Helps
of the deck.
Straight up.
Helps you out, and it gets rid of a threat. Because many times you remove a Captain Hook, that's one less Captain Hook you have to deal with.
Exactly.
The next stone that I have is the Magic Stone of Scorched Bales. It's just the red-black dual stone. That's all it is. Adds either red or black.
Yeah. Simple enough.
Simple enough. And the final set of stones I have, with 4 of, is Magic Stone of Heaven's Rift. It's the white-black stone that it's my one way to make white.
There you go. All right, that brings us down to the 15-card sideboard here. First, we'll go over the ones that just fill out your playsets in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first one, Lumia's Judgement. And, of course, the long, awesome name here, Swirling Demon Dimension. We have another one for release, Abdul, of course, because we already discussed how powerful he is, and Unending Hatred. Now, those are good, powerful cards. Of course, you want more of them, just depending on who you play against. But the ones that aren't in the deck, we have Healing Winged Dragon.
Healing Winged Dragon, he's in there because I need something to survive against aggro. If you're hitting me real hard at 5 mana, I can gain 10 back.
Yeah, he's a 12/12 for 5, and you gain 1/4 of your life back.
Yeah, all day.
Just like that. Done.
All day I'll take it.
Awesome. The next one, Blazer Gill.
Blazer Gill is my creature answer to kill a J ruler. It's all he does. Comes into play, kill your J.
That sounds pretty awesome.
That's what I need him to do.
The art is amazing as well, pretty much. All right. The next one, Yashimi.
Yeah, Yashihime is she's one of the vampires, one of the sisters. And she's there for fairy tales or any kind of +1/+1 counter deck. If you're playing lots of +1/+1 counters, I'm going to take all of them. That's what she comes in for.
Now, do they remove her or it gets placed on her?
They go to her.
It sounds
she
pretty
just
cute.
gets big.
Nice.
She can move into other vampires, but I don't run other vampires. She's there to steal their stuff.
Sounds pretty awesome. The next one, Neo Barrier of Shadows.
Neo Barrier is a fun little card. It makes mana or activate abilities cost 1 more. So anything that taps to do something or pays it costs 1 more. And if you have Seal 8, it shuts down activate abilities, period. So I will tell you with this deck that is a threat. That card is very much a threat to this deck because if you play that and they have Seal, Gill Lapis can't do anything on his backside. He's just a 10/10 cool dude. But you have answers to it with Judgement and so forth, so on.
So there you go. You don't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is Zero Circle of Protection.
That's one of the new little fun additions that I added to it. It's 3 mana, you choose a color, and your dudes have protection from that color. They can't be targeted by that color. So
that gives barrier to them, and that's pretty powerful, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you have a cool spell? No, I don't need it.
So you just target all the control colors and you're good.
Yeah.
Now, with this next one, you'll be throwing in some shade, correct?
I am. There's 3 shades in my board to fill out my sideboard. He is 2-drop. He's mainly there for aggro if I need to gain life. Like, tap, deal 6 damage to target creature and gain 6 life. All day, every day. And if I don't remove him from Barrier Seal, get him back. Just keep doing it. And
as we mentioned through all the stones, all of them are black.
Yeah.
So you have no trouble paying the 3.
Yeah, so I always get the resonance and I can always pay the black. So it's he's one of my great cards for the aggro matchups.
That sounds pretty hot with that. Now, with all these cards combined, how do they go against the meta here?
Well, the meta, I do extremely well against Fox. Like, you play a Barrier Seal against Fox and they lose their Killing Stone.
Yeah.
If they lose Killing Stone, you have to deal with 4 Chimeras, and that's pretty much it. Because they get the 4 Killing Stones in their deck, and they don't get them again.
Sounds cute.
And then you have all the creature kill for all their big dudes, so if you get a big dude, you just kill it.
Yeah.
It's okay. And then whatever's in their remove zone, you play it with Gill.
Nice. And there you go. You get to have it.
And then it fares really well against Priscia. It's a little rough just because she gives them haste, but for the most part, it fares really well because you have enough removal early game to stop them.
Nice. And she's one of the main like top decks out there, correct?
Yep. But with the addition of the Dark Reds and the Lethal Arrows, I think it's going to add to that matchup a whole lot.
That's awesome. Now, with that deck, you told me earlier that you actually won this playmat here.
I did.
With this very deck.
I did. I took this mat down to a Circuit Series event and won the playmat and got second in the event with it. So the only deck I lost to was the old Priscia with all the Regalias. So if the Regalias weren't there, I'd have had that thing.
There you go. If you need any more proof, then I don't know what to show you.
But this has been Kevin's Kreations. This is the RFG deck, Gill Lapis. Hope you enjoyed it. Go. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and keep up to date with our future content.
And please join us on our social media and check us out on Twitch.